G'day YouTube. Today I'm going to talk about an accident that I had with this bike. It wasn't a riding accident. It was more of a transport accident. So to date I haven't had any accidents while riding the bike. I've had a few close calls where people have pulled out in front of me, but nothing too major. So what had happened was I met a girl online, and she was from a town that's 4 hours away from where I live. So I decided I'd ride up there and see her. Now, being 4 hours, I had a full tank of fuel, and I thought, well, I'll just get fuel along the way. But it's pretty remote, really. On the way up there, there's not too many towns and stuff like that, but petrol was looking good on the day as I was riding up there, and I was getting fairly close to the town, so I thought, well, I'll just make it there. I'll just get there, because I hadn't gone on to reserve yet, so I still thought, I've still got that to fall back on. So I was just outside of the town, and the bike started to flutter, and so I switched it over to reserve, and it did absolutely nothing. The bike just stalled, and I was stuck on the side of the road. So I thought, well, I don't know why that didn't work. So I tried it again, and nothing. I waited for a little bit, and I tried it again, and nothing, and then the battery died. It was a weak battery. And I had to get the girl that I was going to see to come. She brought me some fuel, but we still couldn't start it because of the battery. She had no jumper leads or anything like that. It was starting to get late, so we decided that we just needed to get it into town to one of her friend's place, and we'll sort it out the next day. Yeah, that sounds all fair enough. So she had to go and find a trailer. So she had to go and borrow a trailer from a friend. I had to wait on the side of the road for an hour or more. And when she got back, we loaded the bike on. Her friend gave us some ropes. I tied the bike down. It was nice and secure. And this was a fairly small trailer, so the back tailgate was off and the back wheel was sitting on the edge. But it was secure. I've transported bikes before on trailers that size, so there was no issues. very good. We start driving along, and next minute one of the ropes snaps and the bike falls off the back. One rope is still holding on to the handlebar and dragging it along. So we stop. We're on the highway with his bike on the road, and I'm trying to pick it up, and then she decides that she wanted to move the car because we're on the road, so she's dragging me and the bike along, trying to get us off the road. So that would have been an interesting sight, I can tell you. But we got it off the road, and I thought the bike was, going to be totaled. It already wasn't working. It had some scrapes and scratches, and the gear selector was bent up, and so I organised someone to come up the next day to pick it up. And needless to say, my weekend was cut short and rather crappy. Wasn't the girl's fault, but yeah, it sort of ruined the whole mood. So but when I got it home, I bent the gear selector where it's supposed to be, and polished out most of the scratches, and the main damage was on the petrol tank itself. If I have a look down, you can probably see it's fairly bad. But other than that, I put a new battery in it, and it goes. I haven't had any trouble with it since. I've had the bike serviced, no issues at all. So I don't know what happened to the reserve tank. But I'm not going to trust it anymore. Definitely not going to let the fuel get down that low that I have to use it. So, still no accidents, and hopefully I can keep it that way. So I'm going the back way to my father's place, and there's a much quicker way to get there, but this way is more fun. Don't want to get there too quickly. has to be one. Alright guys, I think that'll about wrap it up. Please subscribe, like, comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you next time.